All right, so Braden, now's the time. You put it off long enough. Now it's time you talk about it. The elephant in the room, or maybe the Kevin in the room.
Get this dick out of my room! How do I get rid of it?
Alright. So Kevin is a thing that we created in WWE 2K19. Is that the one, the game? That was the
Yeah,
game, right?
yeah. It was 2019. I got it on a sale, and I was like, hey, let's make some funny characters because that's what you do in wrestling games.
That's what you do in wrestling games. You just create funny characters and you make them fight.
Exactly.
So I personally have always been a person who makes monsters in video games. I
It's
love creating shitty ass characters that look super funny. I just personally think it's hilarious.
you might even
So
it's the pride of like one of your best one of your strong suits, you might say.
yes, I love making these horrible creations that just become incredibly ugly.
Incredibly. Like,
Incredibly ugly.
I guess we should take this time now to mention the Hanks of Oblivion. That's a good one.
The Hanks of Oblivion. I think that's for a different time.
You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough.
And we made some characters in WWE 2K19. And with this, we would just like fight them against each other. And one of these times, I made this creature called Kevin.
You might have seen him a couple
Kevin,
times.
huh?
Well, you might have seen him a couple times on our channel. You know, he's
Might
like,
have seen him mentioned a couple of times. We've mentioned him as just like this creature. The name Kevin has been permanently ruined for us because of it.
oh yeah, 100%. Can't it?
Completely ruined.
If you can't ever say the name and not think of this gremlin-like creature.
This guy that we made. At first, we didn't even like him that much. He was like, we made a tier list back in the day of all of the shitty characters we made, and Kevin was in C tier. And then, slowly but surely, he just became our favorite. And I don't even remember why he became our
I think it was just because you gave him a funny voice and you made him from Ethiopia for some reason.
I made him from Ethiopia, and then we made the lore that I was running like some government DNA splicing lab. That I created Kevin as like a clone creature
That's right.
using my own DNA and a whole bunch of other people's DNA
Yeah.
to just make Kevin.
There's still like multiple people like throughout history. You just took samples of DNA to make this monster essentially.
Yeah. And Kevin just became our favorite slowly but surely.
Yeah. If I can find the picture again, I'll put it. It's like the tier list we made.
Mhm.
How low did we put him? Can you remember off the top of your head?
Oh, we put him in C tier.
Did we? Damn. Didn't even know.
Yeah, we put him in like super low. And then slowly he just became like our favorite. And so the lore of what Kevin is, he is a clone.
A
First
test
off,
tube baby, right?
he is a test tube baby, is what I've called him.
Very accurate description, I might add.
I am his father. I created him. He has what we would like to call a flesh monocle, is what I called it first. And then everyone just started calling it that as well.
I mean, because
Can
it was
we put a
funny.
picture on screen to show what we call the flesh monocle?
Flesh monocle is like essentially just like a part of his flesh that like kind of protrudes out.
He has like the boss baby face. I guess you would call it.
No, you can't say that.
I can and I will.
Fair enough. I mean, I
He
had
has just this quality. The voice I gave him was like, "Hey guys, I'm Kevin. I really." So another thing about Kevin, we started this entire thing where Kevin was originally my son and then he got adopted by Sheamus, and then Sheamus was like a really good father to him for some reason, even though he's a villain in the WWE. And then he would like give Kevin pizza money. Kevin loves pizza.
I don't know why we made this a thing, but he just fucking loves pizza.
I think I just said it as an off joke one time, and then we just rolled with it for a while.
We tend to do that.
We just like spew random bullshit, and whatever sticks to the wall we go with.
That's a good way to put it. So that's a really good way to put it. Sheamus, for those who don't know, is a real person. Like, that's not a character we made.
Yeah, Sheamus is a real person. And I think originally in the Kevin lore, Kevin canonically has Down syndrome.
Or something equivalent.
So he has 45 chromosomes.
He also, his blood, didn't we say, like, his body just naturally produces steroids or something?
Yes, his body naturally produces steroids, and his blood is as thick as a milkshake.
If you were to cut him, it would, like,
It would
out.
seep. It wouldn't, like, bleed. It would, like, slowly billow out.
Yeah, like...
And another thing that Kevin canonically has is, you know, the soft spot in babies? Of, like, their skulls are incredibly soft? Kevin has that, but, like, permanently.
That's his weakness, essentially.
That's his weakness. We had his head be, like, a weak point, and of course, that made him incredibly bad.
It made him incredibly bad, because, like, most of the moves in wrestling target the head.
Most of the moves target the head. What the fuck were we thinking? Anyway, so the 45 chromosomes thing, the idea we had was that Kevin's main goal is to steal John Cena's chromosomes to become a whole person. This is not the opinion of, like, Down syndrome people are not whole people. It was just, like, a funny joke we made.
Yeah, because John Cena's the strongest. And
John Cena is the strongest. So he was made to steal John Cena's chromosomes and then become the strongest.
He never actually fought John Cena. I just wanted to point that out.
I don't think he ever canonically fought John Cena. He was just, like, always chasing after him.
Chasing quotation marks. I don't even think he actively tried.
He never actively tried.
So with all this being said, he became iconic, legendary even.
He became iconic in our chat to the point where we plan on celebrating his fucking birthday.
It was just that. It was just perfect.
Kevin just slowly became a creature that we all enamored, even though technically he's our wrestling OC, but to us, he simply means more than that.
It's just, you can't ever explain Kevin to anybody who isn't us, because they'll just think it's some cringe wrestling OC.
But to us, it's this, like, thing that we created that we love. I think that's what, like, everyone feels about the OCs that they personally create.
Yeah, but in this case, it's, like, not a cringy Sonic OC.
I've never felt that way for anything but Kevin.
It's true. It's very true.
And then Kevin, what else do we have to say about him?
I guess we should talk about how he died.
So our friend Micah, he made another character named Jack, which is spelled Jakc. And Jack slowly became, like, the villain of our OC stories because he just became undefeated. He was so brutal in his fighting that he would win within mere moments of the opponent fucking up.
The strangest part about it was that he wasn't, like, anything special stats-wise. He had, like, slightly modified normal stats. And yet he still, like, somehow he would beat people in seconds. He only lost twice before the ending of this storyline. I just want to point out.
He barely ever lost. Kevin never beat Jack.
Okay.
We've had like multiple storylines. There was one storyline that we finished. The second one we planned on doing in WWE 2K22, but of course, people who are in the know that that game sucks ass.
It was 20. At 22 is I came after.
20. We were planning on doing in 20, but anything after 19 sucks so much ass that we just didn't consider doing it.
If you know what happened during WWE 2K20, then you know that game's not exactly the greatest. You might say. You might even say it's really bad. So we kind of skipped out on that, and the story just kind of
They
got.
like they just like re-rolled back the creativity you can make in the character creators for some reason. And
Just didn't get it. Oh, we got to talk about his wizard shirt.
after a little bit, we got to finish the storyline.
Right.
So Kevin canonically fought Jack after I fought Jack and died.
Are you sure? Were you sure it wasn't like you, Kevin
No,
fought him?
oh yeah, you're right. Kevin fought Jack in like this grand tournament where we ruled if you lose, you died. Kevin was like beating his ass throughout the fight, and then Jack just pulled off like a couple special moves and killed him.
He did 3 curb stomps on him.
He did like 3 curb stomps and then immediately pinned Kevin. It was such an upset to us that Kevin just suddenly died. Just like that.
That's when we knew we had to beat Jack. And this is also getting us talking about Jack now, but like, man.
And then I went and fought Jack. Then I died. And then it eventually met up to Matthias somehow defeating Jack.
Matthias is your boy Matty K, who very, very graciously he saved the wrestling universe.
Saved that universe. And then after that, we made up like another universe. I created a character of if anyone is like in the know of regular show, you remember Mysterious Mr. R?
I'll put a
which
picture
is just
up.
Rigby in that one wrestling episode. We made him, and canonically in the second universe, Mysterious Mr. R was killed by Kevin on accident. Then Kevin took that upon himself to change his ways and become a different person and became Mysterious Mr. K. Can you please put a picture of Mysterious Mr. K up on the screen?
Of course.
This is one of the best character designs I have ever created.
For a wrestling character, yeah, I would say so.
This is like something that could exist in wrestling.
Yeah, I think I don't think you're too off the mark for that one.
We didn't go too far in that one, so it doesn't really
We never finished it.
need talking about. We didn't finish it because it just hasn't been a good wrestling game.
22 was fine, but it was just.
22 was fine, but it wasn't what we wanted.
I made Wings of Redemption in it.
That's about it. There's nothing really cool about it. It's just like an upgraded face paint of 19, and we didn't really care for that.
Yeah.
Whenever a new wrestling game comes out that's actually good, we'll do more Kevin shit, but it just isn't available yet.
I really hope they bring back the mechanic from 14 where you can make storylines. That was really cool. Bring that back, please.
That was really cool.
Well,
What else do we need to see? Oh, the wizard shirt.
the wizard shirt.
So canonically, this who wore the original wizard shirt?
I can't even remember. I'll do it in post, but like it's this guy. He was. I don't even think he was in WWE that long. I think he was like there for a little while, but he just had this weird ass wizard shirt,
And this wizard shirt has been in every WWE game
since
ever
60.
since this guy wore it.
Yeah, since
And
60.
this shirt in the real world sucks ass. It looks horrible. It isn't anything like it is in WWE.
I'm in disagreement on that. I think you're being a little overzealous about that.
I think you're just stupid. So Kevin wears this shirt that we just have just monikered the wizard shirt. Also wears jorts, rainbow jorts.
Rainbow-colored jorts.
Rainbow-colored jorts. He has a hairband, a do-rag, if you will.
With Donkey
That is
Kong on
actually just a stretched out Donkey Kong.
it. He's got
If
some
you
wrist.
look closely, you can see the Donkey Kong.
You almost forgot the vest he wears. That's also rainbow colored.
Yeah, he wears a lot of rainbow because the rainbow effect in WWE simply looks really cool.
It's incredibly funny. Or if you're Dylan, you make Nuclear Head.
Show a picture of Nuclear Head for the chat.
Oh, of course. You can't not show Nuclear Head.
Nuclear Head was very funny.
I just don't understand why the
And
game allowed you to do this.
Kevin just slowly became a thing that enraptured us.
That is the best way to put it, honestly. I could not have put it a better way myself.
Me personally, I think of Kevin at least once a day.
I always remember the time how you you fucking killed him in the elimination chamber.
I didn't mean to. That wasn't my fault. It was an AI.
That's what they all say.
That's what they all say. Is there anything else we need to say about Kevin?
The Ethiopia stuff.
Ethiopia, I already explained that stuff earlier.
No, I mean, like, why did you pick Ethiopia? That just
I just thought it was funny. You know, like the world's poorest country is actually siphoning off all their money for like a gene therapy lab.
a clone recreation lab.
I thought it was hilarious.
I mean, hey, it's pretty funny.
I thought it was very funny.
Fuck, what else is there?
Oh no.
I think that's it.
I think that's it about Kevin.
Oh, wait. How could we forget? The other versions of him? The fucking, the Battle Royale of the Kevins?
Okay. So we like started making these other versions of Kevin. Can you I know we have the Battle Royale picture.
I do.
There was regular Kevin, of course, but Kevin wasn't in that one. It was just the alternates. It was Kevin the White, which is Kevin but as a wizard, but his only magic is that he can summon bleach.
He throws bleach on you and discolors your outfit.
There's Power Kevin, which is Kevin that is harnessed the power of being Kevin to the point where he has grown a beard.
He's got a massive beard and he's also extremely muscular for some reason.
Shogun Kevin. Shogun Kevin has learned honor. That's simply it. Shredder Kevin. He watched a single TMNT video and he became enamored by it.
That's a
There's
good.
Moose Spell Kevin.
Yep.
He pulled Moose Spell on a free banner with his free summon, and he was like, "Holy fucking shit! I gotta run this." Senator Kevin won the race to become Ethiopia's governor. What else is that? Cowboy Kevin
Sheriff
took
Kevin.
the law into his own hands. What other Kevins are there?
Dictator Kevin.
Dictator Kevin. Dictator Kevin forcefully took over Ethiopia. The coup d'etat. And then I think there's one more, right?
Should I'm trying to remember. I think that's it, right?
I think that's
Homeless Kevin.
Homeless Kevin. I remember Homeless Kevin. Do we want to talk about Monkey?
I don't even think I have a picture of Monkey.
I don't think we have a picture of Monkey.
I think
Is that like enough? Because there's a lot of things of Monkey. Do we need to talk about it?
I think we
Is
should.
that-
I think we should.
So, in like the short little things of Kevin in the alternate world that we were going to make, he was after the Chroma Stones.
Oh, wait, we didn't even explain the chromostones.
I don't remember what was specifically all of the Chroma Stones.
It was the
There
Seamus,
was the Chromosome Stone. I remember that one. The Pizza Stone.
the Pizza Stone, the Seamus Stone, the Dong Stone.
I don't remember the other one.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't either.
We came up with them back when I was like in high school or some shit.
Or early high school even.
No, I wasn't talking to you guys in early high school.
I mean, like early in terms of like chat years.
Yeah.
Fuck. What?
We made multiple like Kevin clones, which are just more test tube babies. There's Monkey, Goocog.
Ned.
Goocog was created because we were just like, well, we needed like a smart Kevin, and then I just said like a Goocog as a joke of like Goku, but with like words switched around with the G in the end.
I don't
And then
even.
we're like, that's a great name, and we
Oh,
used Goocog.
what about Krabos?
Amos is pretty funny. A lot of the names for these guys was just me throwing syllables together. I do that a lot when naming things that don't get normal names.
I don't even think Krabos was like of any importance. I think Krabos was like there like one time and then we never used him again.
I think we used Krabos right before we just stopped.
Didn't you beat Krabos in like 5 seconds?
Dude, I beat like all of those fucking Kevin clones. I was just going to get some shredded cheese from the fridge, and they challenged me over control of Ethiopia. And in the plotline, Jay so badly wanted them to win that he just made them all fight me, but I still won.
It was incredible. It was like what, like 1v4 and you still beat them?
1v4 and I won.
I don't quite know how you did it.
I don't know either. The AI just like rolled a d20 and got a natural.
Man, it was crazy.
It was crazy. So like, since it started with just me making a character, I never knew just how big it would get for us.
I didn't either. And I'm so happy I got to see it every day. That's it then. Thanks for the 50 subs, by the way. Took a while.
Took a while. It took us 2 years, but we eventually got there.
Hey, it was worth it. It was worth it. Alright, no more. I'm done recording.